Good Saturday morning, Church of the Cross. I hope you're well. One thought I want to share with you this morning is that each week I'm always thinking about things that have inspired me. I have quotes on my desk, I have pictures, and just recently, Lisa, my wife, gave me a book of someone who has immensely inspired me over the years that I've talked about briefly, but the book is called The Mamba Mentality, How I Play by Kobe Bryant. As many of you know, just this past week was the 1 year anniversary when he died in that helicopter crash with his little 12-year-old daughter and several other people. And I don't know if I've ever told y'all publicly, but the day that I found out he died, my oldest son, Sam, had texted me. And I was in absolute complete shock because Kobe was my guy in many ways. And I didn't tell people this publicly, but because it's just weird to say it for someone, he didn't know me, I didn't know him, but I felt like I did. And I was absolutely devastated when he died. Even a year later, it's kind of hard to even think about it. And let me just tell you why, because it may seem odd that he's not a minister of any sort, and yet he had a profound impact on me, and it's from this simple reason. The very beginning of his career, I couldn't stand the guy. I actually went and saw him play a couple times. I was in awe of his talent, but he appeared to me as selfish, standoffish, and yet then he had made some disastrous decisions in his life, the Colorado case. But the thing that really drew me to him, as did so many other people, is he changed, he evolved, he got better. He fixed his marriage. He became this incredible family man. He devoted his life to his daughters. He became a champion for women. He became a champion for women's basketball. He got active and involved in trying to help and become a giver. This is the reason why so many of the younger players of the NBA were drawn to him, because he began to really try to help people. And it's just a lesson to me on so many levels. One is that we can get better. We can learn from our mistakes and become a better person. Secondly, probably the thing that I'll always take from him is, as the book said, the Mamba mentality. What that even means is, it was Kobe Bryant's idea that you give the best of everything you have in the place, in the space where you are. And that is, maybe nobody else notices, maybe you'll never get any kind of credit for anything, but he said and taught me, you give the best of what you have in the place that you are. And I would specifically apply that to us as Christians, as I often refer to that verse. Whatever you do it all for the glory of God. And for me, that means every single day you give God the best of what you have in the place that God has you. I'm going to play a clip in the very end of Kobe, really one of the last interviews he ever gave, just I think a few weeks before he died, about there are spaces and places where you find yourself. And the idea is to make the world a better place, you give the best and you work hard. And it's really not about achievement in the end. It's about just doing the best you possibly can. That's important for each one of us, because I don't think that necessarily is just applies to some professional athlete. That applies to everybody, especially for us as Christians. That in many ways, in the way in which and how we live our lives, it honors God and we worship God. So my hope and prayer today is that wherever God has you, you would give God the best of what you have. I was knowing my own life. I was getting in bed the other night and I was telling Lisa, I said, all the areas I fall short and all the areas I, succeed, it really doesn't matter, because I've tried to live. I really can honestly say I try to live every single day like it's my last. I do it in my preaching. I do it in counseling people. I may not get there. I may not get there, but it's the attempt of giving God the best of what I have. Whatever I do, I will do it all for the glory of God. So that's my hope. That's my prayer for each one of you today. I may see you this weekend. I'm over at the historic campus. I'm actually out on Tuesday. I have surgery. I'm having my knee repaired, thankfully, finally. And Lord willing, I'll be back in a couple of weeks. But anyway, I love you guys. I will see you soon. Take care and God bless.
The Mamba mentality simply means trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day, you're trying to become better. And it's a constant quest. It's an infinite quest. Listen, it's very simple. You have to dance beautifully in the box that you are comfortable dancing in, right? So like everybody's box is different. My box was to be extremely ambitious within the sport of basketball. Your box is different than mine, right? Every kid here has their own box, but it doesn't mean that your box isn't as beautiful as mine, right? Everybody has their own. It's your job to try to perfect it and make it as beautiful of a canvas as you can make it. And if you have done that, then you have lived a successful life. You have lived with Mamba mentality. Right? So it doesn't mean you have to go out here and do all of these crazy things. I'll have to be like this person or that person. No, what are you comfortable being? What is it that you want to do with your life? And once you have that, then you try to live it to the best of your ability.